All right. Welcome to today. Today we also started out with breakfast at Jerry's.
Good breakfast, really good.
Basically the same thing we ate. I had fry up. She had porridge.
But
Go ahead.
chocolate chip scone.
Chocolate croissant.
Croissant, whatever that thing is. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It looked good. I had the normal croissant yesterday. It was okay. I have unrealistic expectations because when I was in London, they had the best croissants I've ever eaten in my life. So I came in with, like, it was an okay croissant. I didn't get it the second day.
She's been spoiled.
I have been spoiled by amazing croissants. So after we ate breakfast, we brought all the luggage down, which took longer than anticipated because people like to jump in front of you in the elevator. Especially when you have all these big bags around you and they're just like, oh, let's go get the breakfast, yeah. That's my impression of the German tourists that cut us off.
Lots of foreign people. Most of the time could not understand anybody.
So I went over to the parking garage, picked up the car, managed to scrape the side of the rearview mirror. Well, there's no damage on it. It just booped in a little bit when I checked out. It was £22 for parking. That's with the Jerry's Inn discount. Without that, it would have been $44 for 2 days of parking. Insane. And then we started the Great American Road Trip. Well, the Great Scottish Road Trip. So I picked her up. I was all excited because I had programmed in all of our destinations in the right order, and it was taking us up. And then I saw a sign for Balloch Castle, which was one of the ones that we were going to, and it didn't tell me to turn. And so I didn't. And I had to find one of the little parking off to the side areas because they have these very convenient little parking locations on the highways. And we'd missed it. So we decided to just proceed on. I saw my first fluffy cow from a very great distance when we were stopped. It was very cute.
I got a picture through the link of the fence, and
Yes,
I zoomed in, and it's really good.
I haven't seen it yet, but I believe it.
Yeah, it's good.
So then we just proceeded on to our second castle of the day, which ended up being our first. And that was Kilchurn Castle. That was the standard drive with her freaking out and me trying to keep calm with a crazy person screeching at me in the passenger seat.
And me trying to be quiet as she's going over the line on the other side, and the car's beep, beep, beeping.
Okay,
while experiencing maybe the last few seconds of my life again.
By over the line, sometimes I go over the line on the passenger side, not where there's the oncoming traffic.
Sometimes.
No, I've never once gone on that side. Not even close.
No, you said sometimes you go over the line.
Oh, rude.
Yeah. No, true.
Rude. So we arrive at Kilchurn Castle, and there's a little bit of a walk, not terrible, to get up to the entrance.
That's a pleasant walk.
Yeah.
It's nice.
There's a
bullfrogs and birds or insects. We're not sure. She thinks birds.
I'd never heard a bullfrog. That was all her.
Yeah, I heard.
I did hear
twice.
birds, and I heard sheep spying in the distance. And I think
and
it was
a pooping cow.
Yeah, there were fluffy cows there, but they were all kind of too far for decent photos.
And the one kept pooping. So.
I only saw it poop once.
I know, it didn't stop.
It took us maybe 10-15 minutes to walk up to the castle. You can't actually go in because it's crumbling, but it's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very boggy. We only ended up being able to go around half because the trail was just way too wet on the other side. But I don't feel like we missed anything.
No.
It's pretty similar from all sides.
Yeah.
So we just did the walk back. Once again, 10-15 minutes, easy peasy. Saw the cows, still not close enough. So then we headed on to our next castle, which was Dunstafnage Castle.
Wait, was that where the EMTs were putting the boat in the water?
That was at Kilchurn, yes.
Okay.
They were just doing a training exercise.
Yeah.
So our next stop was Dunstafnage Castle. Notable, really, because we had looked it up in the guidebook, and the guidebook specifically said, this is not of interest to children or even adults. And really, it was the most, like,
worst
snarky review I've ever seen in a travel guide. And he was totally wrong. That castle's awesome.
It's the best castle.
That we've seen yet. We
Yeah,
have many
true.
ahead.
True.
But it was awesome. There's a steep staircase to get in, but once you're in, it's all pretty much on one level. You can go up another flight, but the people that did said it wasn't worth it. And there's plenty to enjoy on that ground floor.
It's lovely.
Yeah, there's still masonry that you can look at. They have it labeled as to what's what.
What room? Like, was it the kitchen or
Yeah.
whatever?
Just
showed
gorgeous.
the recessed ovens.
Lots of fun, very pretty, not super crowded either, which I really enjoyed. At one point, I couldn't hear anyone else. And that's my ideal. I want to be in a castle by myself. You were around the corner. No, I don't mean like without you. I just
know.
mean like without screaming kids
know.
or foreign tourists. But that was very enjoyable. They have a nice gift shop too.
You could look through the windows, which were amazing. And on the other side of them were amazing trees with the moss hanging down from them. It didn't look real.
It was lovely. And then there was the stables right outside that looked like a gorgeous, just fallen ruins.
And the chapel?
Yeah, and then you walk a little bit further through those trees with the moss, where it looks like you're walking through the Princess Bride. And then you come upon this gorgeous chapel with the most beautiful windows. And a lovely little mausoleum. It was pretty. What did you like so much about that castle? Because you said it's your favorite.
Yeah, it was mostly built in the 1300s, a little bit in the 1500s. So solid, really solid castle made of just slivers of rock. Unbelievable.
It was
Anyway,
gorgeous.
but yeah, the dates were important.
That is.
One that it was constructed on volcanic rock. I mean,
Yeah.
huge thing of volcanic rock, and then the castle built on top.
It's a basalt plume where it's weathered all around it. So and then they stuck the castle on top, so it is imposing as hell. It's awesome though. That was lovely. I
Yeah.
like that castle
Best,
a lot.
best.
Afterwards, we went off to Castle Stalker, which is one that you can't go in. It's owned privately. But there's a little coffee shop that's called The View, where you just park there, and then...
If you buy something.
Yes, you are supposed to buy something, and it says for customers only. But it's a nice little gift shop. You can even just get an ice cream cone for £2. Their ice cream looked great. I think I got a magnet and some candy for Phil. And then you just walk down the little walkway, which isn't very long, and you can see Castle Stalker with the loch all around it, and it's beautiful.
Except it's very muddy.
Yes, it was very muddy. Well, that's another one where we didn't get to go all the way because it was mush.
Some people went, they took their dogs. So
But they came back pretty quickly, so I
Yeah.
don't think it was even much longer than where we went.
A little bit.
Maybe 30 feet.
Yeah.
So we are now at the Balachulish Hotel. I almost overshot it, but then I was able to turn around. Very confusing entryway right now because they're doing some construction near the front and they don't have any signs up. So it says to go to reception. And then once you do that walk, you can't go there.
It's roped
So
up.
then what you have to do is walk through the West Wing, walk through the restaurant, and then you find yourself in reception. So that was a little awkward, having to go upstairs, downstairs with the luggage. Confusing. But we checked in, we're in room 22. The room's nice. It's very cozy. Comes with standard tea facilities. The weird thing is it came with a tiny little thing of gin and tonics for 2 non-drinkers. Woo! Oh, she's gonna grab it. So that's the tonic. And a little thing of gin too. So, and it's not like we can bring it back. You can't bring booze back.
Well, you can bring it back unopened.
No, booze, it's not duty free. So we would have to pay tax on that, and I don't know how to report that.
Kimi size.
That's not Kimi size. That's if you want an anti-Kimi. Kimi's her dog. He would die if he drank that. So let's not bring that back. So we had a little bit before our dinner reservation at 6:15, so we're just puttering around. She took a nap. I'm just scrolling through the
didn't
news
take a
on my
nap,
phone.
but okay.
You did. It was
I
very
was
brief.
going to.
No, you.
Okay, go ahead.
It was like 5 minutes. So I'm just scrolling through my phone on the news. And then I see beloved Scottish hotel closes its doors. And I'm like,
It was ours.
It was ours. Not for tonight, but for Thursday. So that was fun to find out. Apparently, some new owner came in, bought it, fired everyone, and closed it as of today. So I leapt into action. I hadn't gotten an email, but she had, and of course it's one that we had prepaid for, where the email from the new owner said, dispute it with your credit card. We're not giving you jack. So that's fun,
Worded a little differently.
but in essence meaning that.
Hmm.
So we leapt onto the phone and I figured out a different accommodation, which is still nice. I think it's like $20 more, but it's not a castle either, but it's nice. So it's in the right area and everything's booked up. Literally, as we were walking to dinner tonight, a guy was trying to check in here and they were telling him that they had no reservations to check 30 minutes drive far away. So, and you don't really want to be on these roads when it's windy at night. No, thank you. So, we had dinner. Weird waiter. I always go adventurous when I'm traveling, so I got like the mixed fish platter that had like a langostino on it, 3 different kinds of fish. You had the risotto. How was that?
Yeah, that was good. But your seafood had eyes, and it looked like it was.
It was a langostino, so
I
it was like
wouldn't
a
eat that.
lobster.
I wouldn't eat that.
And we also got sweet potato fries and onion rings that we split. It was a good dinner. This is a nice, cozy little hotel. And we're going to have to get up early. We got a big day tomorrow. Any other comments on today? Anything that we missed? We never ate lunch. We forgot.
No, we were busy.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. All right. We'll see you tomorrow for more fun and adventures in Scotland.